Hi Gundam fans, this is Kashan85, and this is the review of the MSIA RX-79 GM version 1. So, first off, this is a great figure because you can army build this guy. You know, nameless figures. It's not like, the title Gundam figures where you're kind of obliged to only have one. You can have a mass of these guys, as many as you want. I'm particular. I like to make squads. Uh, 3 grunts and a commander. So first off, well, second off, the articulation on this guy and pretty much everything is identical to the RX-78 version 1. Um, you can tell just by if you compare them together, there the joints and everything are pretty much the same. Um, yeah, just molding's a little bit different. Uh, cool thing about this guy is he came with a little bit more than the RX-78. He came with this little bullpup, beam spray. Uh, this is a cool little gun. Um, I have to say, this is just one of my favorite figures, just because it's an army builder. I like army builders. So it comes with all this stuff right here. Over here, this is how you would see it if you got it brand new. Everything together, all this stuff here, and this little guy is a cool little figure. It's the GM ball. It's got some articulation there, you know. Uh, these open and close, and that moves up and down. So features on this guy, everything's pretty much the same as the RX-78 version 1. Same problems here. If you're not careful, these boosters can fall out, and their natural position that they seem to go in is flush up against the back, which doesn't work for a booster in reality. Another difference between this one and the RX-78 version 1 is the fact that the head's on a ball joint. I forgot to mention in the other ones, but the RX-78's on a peg. This one has more range of motion in the head. You can tilt. The other thing is the uh, the beam saber handle from the backpack comes out. They're not fused. So be careful with that. If you can, if it's for your collection, I'd glue them in, or else they'll get lost. Um, and if they do get lost, well, then you get a figure that looks like this. This guy is an amalgam of RX-78 parts. Um, it didn't come with the beam saber, so I cut off beam saber handle and stuck it on there. Didn't come with a shield, so I took a G3 Gundam shield, painted it black. And the arms, they come from an RX-78 too. The hands, they also come from a G3. And as you can see, it works fairly well, and everything is all in order. And the shoulders, oh yeah, they came from a RX-78 too, and I painted them black, but I left the EF-SF on there. And so I made this guy into my little commander. The other cool thing about this guy, it doesn't come with one, but you can, if you have an extra Hyper Bazooka, you can stick it on the backpack. It's got a hole just for that. So that's kind of cool. So these are all American versions, and I know I said I have an aversion to Japanese versions, but I got this guy. I didn't even know he was Japanese in the pictures when I bought the lot. But when I got him, I almost sold him, but I decided against it because he just looks right. He, the figure, the panel lining just doesn't look like it overwhelmed the natural beauty of the figure. It looks like it goes. On some action figures, panel lining just looks disgusting to me. I can't stand it. That's usually why I, avoid getting Japanese versions. But in this one, it came out really nice, and that's why I decided to keep it. The key difference between this and the American version is the main plastic is much glossier on the Japanese version, and the paint job for the red is also much glossier. Here you can see this is more of a flat, like pinkish red. This is like a deep red, and doesn't come with any numbers either. And the shield also has some nice panel lining on it too. So price-wise, if you're gonna buy this guy in the store, complete. Well, oftentimes it doesn't come with the ball, but if you're gonna get it with the ball, I'd say ballpark $20. It seems to be pretty popular for army builders, so that's why I guess the price is a little bit jacked up. But if you're gonna buy it just a figure without the ball, maybe anywhere from $12 to $17. That's what I've seen, and that's what I would sell it at, somewhere in between there. Um, I've seen some ridiculous prices for these guys. I once saw just a regular American version, complete with the ball, sold just like this right here. Uh, just like this right here. He sold for like 45 bucks. It shocked me. I do not believe that that is, this figure's worth. It's more around 20 bucks, 15 bucks. But if you're gonna spend 45 bucks on a GM, you might as well get a Japanese version. There does exist a version 2, but I also have an aversion to version 2s as well. But for this guy, 20 bucks for American version, 40 bucks for Japanese. And that's it for the review. And thanks, guys, and catch you later.